Perc Angle. That is the nickname that fans have started giving, or for quite a few years, given Kurt Angle when he was hooked on various pills in TNA, I guess, and with the struggles. Now, here's the quote. Yeah, Percocets. So this is the quote he gave. I think it's to Chris Van Vliet. I've noticed that the Perc Angle nickname trending on social media... this is actually on Twitter. While I know it's made in jest, it reminds me of a time when I struggled deeply with addiction and mental health challenges. These memories are painful, but they also fuel my commitment to helping others. I've been clean for 12 years and have since built a life dedicated to purpose and service. Addiction destroys lives, but it's never too late to get help. I appreciate all the positive feedback and support. To my fans, thank you for never giving up on me. Right. And then there's been a movement to sort of change what Perc Angle was to maybe Peak Angle, or basically just to not use Perc Angle anymore. And with Bro Bible, Kurt is talking about the response of the fans when he made that initial plea.
Thank you so much. I was really pleasantly surprised that they responded that way. It makes me know that I have true fans out there that really enjoyed my career and love me for what I did. And I'm just grateful that they're going to drop the name Perc Angle. You know, it reminds me of a dark time in my life, and it's something that I don't want to have to deal with it anymore. I dealt with it already, and it's behind me. So, you know, hearing Perc Angle just makes me think, you know, I'm known for that, you know, and it was not cool. And I'm just glad that they changed it to Peak Angle. I'm very grateful for that.
I mean, you worked with Kurt Angle at the time. We interviewed Kurt Angle a couple of months ago as well, and you know he's a sweet fella and everything, and you know it was a really earnest way of just saying, "Guys, it just hurts my feelings." What do you make of it?
Well, I liked his response. I really did like his response. I worked with him when he was during that period when he was really addicted to pain medication. I'd get on the plane with him, and the first thing he would do, he'd be out. So, and you could wake him up and get off the plane, and then if we had to get on another plane, it was the same thing. He'd be passed out. So, once you're addicted to those drugs, it is very, very difficult to get off of them because you have pain. I mean, you start hurting, your whole body starts hurting, and my hat's off to Kurt for getting off of it. His life is in a much better place now, and I think he's living life to his fullest, and I'm proud for him. I really am.
Was it ever, I probably asked this before, but was it ever a problem for you dealing with Kurt backstage? Because as Kurt said on our interview with him, he said, look, I was never messed up before the matches, but then afterwards I just zone out. But I mean, was he ever hard to deal with sort of prior to the matches, or was he just fine, normal Kurt?
What I like about Kurt would say you give him a match, well, he starts thinking about that match. And he will work that match, and he'll get out of it what you told him to get, what you expected him to get. Never was a problem. Now, he might have some different ideas, which is different. He said, to see if you give somebody, you know, a match, and if they come up and say, listen, what about this? Just think about it a minute, you know, and they're throwing you the option of saying, hey, this could be a better idea. And we welcome that. If it's a better idea, give it to me. Hell, we'll do it. And he would come up with an idea, and sometimes it was better, and sometimes, or we would take that idea and kind of treat it a little bit, but it would be somewhat of what he suggested. So, and that's how it's done. But never was he a problem backstage.
Now the last thing we've got to talk
because
about.
It was a good thing too, because I would have had to stretch him.
Oh God, yeah.
Take that. You're gonna do it like I tell you to do it. And that's before he ankle locks me and breaks my ankle. He may put it on one ankle and then break the other one just looking at other ankle, looking at the other one that got hurt.